Lee Jones here from Hotspawn, and I'm joined by Mikyx after Fnatic pretty convincingly just beat Karmine Corp and got to Worlds in the process as well. Maybe we'll just start with the Worlds qualification. Is it as much just like relief as anything, especially like the run of 8 Worlds in a row Fnatic had before? It kind of seemed like a lot hinged on getting to Worlds.
I guess,
is it relieving?
And for sure we have some plot armor with Fnatic, and it would kind of suck to be the one team or one roster that doesn't make it. But for me, I don't really care too much about the roster, the Worlds qualification. I kind of just want to win, because I think going as third seed or second seed is kind of not as nice as going as the first seed. So now we kind of have to win the split. But yeah.
Well, in trying to win the split then, like in the winter and spring playoffs, you guys still went pretty far as well, and obviously with this roster you've had, the expectation clearly was to win the split. But those other ones you kind of fell short. So what do you think is different this time?
I mean, maybe the Spanish crowd, we got kind of a buff, because I was not expecting us to play this well as well. I think it's the best games we've played so far this year. And yeah, especially Oscar was smurfing completely on Kana. He was making fun of him. So yeah, let's hope we can pull this off 2 more best of 5s, and then we have a title.
For sure. Yeah, what do you make maybe just a bit more on the Oscar performance as well? Because especially Kana is the star of Karmine Corp. That not being out of order, like that seemed like the matchup that was maybe the one that could have come unstuck for you guys, and then Oscar just put in like the game of his life. So yeah, what were your thoughts on that?
No, it was crazy for sure. Like it was good. We had some good counter picks for his picks. I mean, honestly, like drafts were also very one-sided. I felt like in the series, but I didn't expect Oscar to just like 1v1 him like game after game. So, and then after he got some lead, we just kept playing towards him, and we just make sure that others don't like solo lose the game.
Yeah.
And then he just took over, and yeah, I was impressed.
Absolutely. On the drafts as well, especially like Fnatic's Midlane picks, you had a few of like these global champions. I just wondered, was that something that was like specifically even against like Vladdy at the moment, where like Karmine Corp seem to have their issues around the mid lane and playing around Vladdy right now? Was that like a conscious thing to pick things that would benefit that way?
I don't really think so. I think we kind of just picked the champs that we thought they were good. I don't think Galio, TF, I don't think we picked it specifically for the globals. We just think they were good champs in the spots. And Bobby just is quite open-minded, so if we ask him to play something, he will just play it. So yeah, we thought it fit our comp, so he picked it.
Fair enough. And on the game 3 then, the one blip on the record, what was wrong in that game, do you think?
I mean, I think we kind of messed up a fight in the bot lane, like bot river. We kind of lost that one. And they kind of got 4 Drakes. I think they stole 1 as well. And I think we were quite indecisive in fights. So it came like, we kind of are supposed to be the ones starting the fight first and engaging, but they always just Maokai ulted and they hook the first guy, and that guy probably dies or has to run out, and then they kind of kill everyone else. But yeah, I mean, in the end, it was still kind of winnable. I think we had good situations, like with Elder and stuff, but yeah, we just kind of misplayed in the end. Even though we got some picks, we didn't really capitalize on it well enough, and kind of we got outscaled in the end by Cloud Soul and Sivir. So yeah,
unlucky. But yeah, on the Spanish crowd as well. Like for starters, just could you guys actually hear things during the match as well? Because like it was very much in your favour, as you can probably imagine.
Yeah, I mean, it felt quite nice every time we make a good play. The crowd is going wild. It was a bit easier to communicate than last time we were in Madrid. I think maybe because the stage is like a bit higher up and we're a bit more isolated, I guess. So it felt easier to communicate, or maybe the headsets were better, I don't know. But yeah, it was nice overall.
Saying about that stage being higher up, how do you get to the top? You got to walk up all the stairs?
We walked like 4 flights of stairs.
So when it went to game 4, it was like a bit annoying. You got to go up and down again.
Yeah, it was, yeah. Especially because I had to go to the toilet like in between every game. So I was like, oh my god, I need to walk. This is up and down. Yeah.
So you're going for 3-0s the next 2 games?
Yeah, I'm looking for 3-0s.
Speaking of that games then, Koi tomorrow, what are your thoughts ahead of that one?
I think they should be... I'm not sure if they should be easier than KC, but I think on paper they should be. I don't think they were particularly great last time we played them. I think we just played a lot worse than we showed today. So I think if we can show up the same way and have good drafts again, then I think we should win pretty handily. But you never know on the day what happens.
Yeah.
And they also have the stage buff, maybe, the Madrid buff. They were the kings of Madrid last time. So yeah, it's going to be a hype one.
Yeah, fair enough. And maybe towards the end here, I just wondered what your thoughts are on the summer format. Like, I know there's been a lot of criticism around it, especially with the breaks, and now you're here with the potential to play 3 days in a row. Yeah, what are your thoughts on that whole thing?
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of, I guess, the start of the split because we only played like against 4 other teams, so we didn't get the chance to actually play everyone. And then it also felt quite short. And then already having the next best of 5 to qualify for Worlds felt a bit crazy. Like usually formats like this were like a thing back in 2019 where you just won one best of 5 and then you're already at Worlds or already at Finals, for example. So yeah, not the biggest fan. So I would like to play a bit more games.
Yeah.
Have to work a bit harder to actually get to Worlds. You know, not just one best of 5. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it.
Fair enough. And I know it's you've got a few things to get done in between, but obviously Worlds is going to come up now then. And yeah, just what are your thoughts on just looking towards Worlds, looking at who else is there and who's looking strong?
Yeah, I think LCK looks pretty strong so far. I would like to play T1. Actually, yeah, they did make it, so that's nice. I'd like to play against Keria. I've always liked playing against him. He's very good mechanically. He plays a lot of funny champions as well. So yeah, I like to play him. And then I like to also play against FlyQuest because they're right now one of the best teams, like the Western teams at least, probably the best one. But yeah, I guess we'll have to see for ourselves if we get to play them. And yeah, I want to see how they are from my own point of view, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we'll leave it there then. Thanks very much, Mickey. And again, congrats on the win. Congrats on getting to Worlds. And yeah, good luck tomorrow.
Cheers.